The Multiverses, yay or nay series returns with another new character, that being none other than Osmosis Jones. That is right, Ozzy's getting his own episode. He has been a fairly decent requested character for the series, and I always try to do my best to get requested characters into the yay or nay series, because, well, if you guys aren't requesting and you guys aren't voting, well, then we don't really have a series, do we? So, trying my best with that, but Ozzy getting his own series, his own episode in the series, I should say. We'll go over, like we always do, brief moveset ideas, taunt idea, alternate costumes. You guys get the idea, and then down in the comments, you type, yay, you want to see Ozzy playable, or nay, you do not want to see Osmosis Jones as a playable character. So let's begin with the moveset portion, as we always do. Number one, this one's going to be I guess, a bit of a cameo from another character, but I envision this attack as the down special, and this is where Ozzy will summon out Drix. I think this would be absolutely perfect. Ozzy and Drix, they always work side by side, and then Drix will do what exactly? Well, as you can see in the clip, Drix will fire out maybe like this little projectile, and it's gonna either, on contact, freeze the opponent, or if it's not like a projectile itself, it could just be like a freezing spray. But either way, Drix is going to attempt to freeze the opponent, and I believe maybe the projectile or the freeze spray could honestly work for either one, but Drix, again, will attempt to freeze the opponent, and if he is successful, this allows Ozzy to then, well, follow up with a bigger attack, go for that KO, get that ring out, you know, all that sort of deal. Plus, Drix is one of the main characters in Osmosis Jones and then the Ozzy and Drix series, so it'd be really cool to see him make a little bit of a cameo, even if it's in the moveset, or maybe if it's a cosmetic idea, you know, like a player profile icon. More on that later. But again, would be pretty fun to see the big guy, even though he's really tiny, but he's still kind of a big dude. It's kind of weird. But either way, it'd be kind of fun to see Ozzy and Drix on the battlefield at the same time, even if it's just for like one attack. Number two, this one, I think I'm calling a kickflip. I don't have a proper name for it, but I think kickflip works pretty well. And here's what it looks like. Ozzy will end up doing this kick that lifts the opponent into the air, which then allows Ozzy, you know, further combo potential. Maybe you can ladder combo somebody, or just open up the, you know, the route to other combo potential, whatever it might be. But like, it's a simple one. This would probably be a grounded up attack. Ozzy just does like this flip animation while kicking. So, and if he connects with the opponent, lifts the opponent straight upwards into the air. So if he's got like a cool up special or a cool, you know, neutral air or whatever, you know, this opens the door to, again, being comboed. So this would be a pretty good, I guess, starter combo, if you will. Maybe not his best one, but still a good one, I think, that Ozzy should have in his kit. Move number three. This one is going to be the blandest of them all, but I mean, Ozzy's got his little blaster, so it's got to be part of his moveset, right? Just a little pew pew pew, you know, the blaster. Make this his neutral attack or his neutral special attack, whatever you want to do, but he fires out some fires out some projectiles. Maybe, you know, maybe it's like Rick and Morty, you know, there's no knockback to it. I mean, Morty does have a little knockback on his first one, but the point is, it's just a little bit of chip damage that you can rack up over time from a distance. It's not going to have any knockback, just a little bit of pew 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 kind of chip damage. So yeah, that's the actual sound effect that the move will use. So you're welcome. I spoiled that in advance. All right, now let's go over to some alternate costume ideas, a taunt, and then some player profile icons. So the alternate costumes, I think, up first. I forget the name of it. I called it a weird suit, but it's not called a weird suit. But it's this suit that Ozzy puts on. And this is, I think this is just from the Ozzy and Drix show, if I'm not mistaken. But this would be kind of a fun one. In a way, it's not an astronaut suit, but he kind of looks like an astronaut. He's got the big old bubble dome head, so it'd be kind of a cool thing to see. But that's one idea. Another idea, maybe just get get Ozzy in his white suit, you know, looking kind of clean there. So it'd be a nice one. Tuxedos are always just kind of an obvious or easy choice for an alternate costume. Plus, you know, Ozzy wears it pretty well, so why not include that? And then, of course, the final alternate costume idea. Give him his little brown jacket that he's got with the sunglasses on. You know, just kind of Ozzy being Ozzy. just another idea. Probably like a uncommon, maybe a rare at best Verity for alternate costume, but there you go, just 3 ideas. And then for taunt idea, his dance, this is like the only one I could really come up with. I'm sure there's some other ones, but just him. Maybe this could be a winning animation too. And Drix is out there dancing with it. Oh, there we go. Could either turn this into its own taunt just on the battlefield, Ozzy just doing his little dance, or maybe this is a part of his winning animation. There you go. You could take either one, winning animation or just a taunt. Either one works, so had to include this one. And then some profile icons, just because why not? How about one of Ozzy looking pretty cool? He's got his blaster out, kind of aimed at somebody, so, you know, pretty simple one. You're a fan of Ozzy, you want to rock an Osmosis Jones profile icon? There you go. Pretty simple. And then, of course, got to get Drix involved too. Drix has to get something, whether it's a banner or in this case a profile icon. Just Drix kind of doing his little pose there, like he's about to blast somebody, so would be pretty cool in my opinion. And that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Kind of going quick today, but the reason we've gone a little quicker is because we got the updated year-to-date stats. So very quickly, if anyone cares, I'll put it down in the comments too. But for me, I would love Ozzy. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. But there's a lot of other characters I'd probably rather see before Osmosis Jones makes it into the game. So for me, it's a nay. But he's kind of one of those characters I have absolutely no problem with getting in. But he's just a lot further down my list of characters I want to see. So for me, it's a nay for now, but again, no objections. But that is pretty much it. So let's head over to the updated yay or nay stats. And our stats are growing because we have 8 characters in total, and you can see the first 6. We have a new #1 rated character, that being Grim. First time we've seen his stats because, well, his episode was last week. As you can see, 101 total votes, 92 yays, only 9 nays, and he has a 91.08 yes to no ratio, so congrats on him. Mordecai and Rigby both fell percentage points. They fell roughly 1.5% each, so they kind of took a little bit of a dip there. Scorpion actually went up almost 0.75%, so he's up to 87.09. We got Freddy Krueger, who fell very slightly. He fell 0.17%. And then we got Foghorn Leghorn, who's up to 75% yes to no ratio. He's up 0.25 percentage point, so, that's kind of cool to see Foghorn going up a little bit. Nice. And then we got the last 2 characters that we have stats on, that being, I guess, technically the last place, the second to last, and the last one. You get it, the last 2 characters in the poll, Peridot and Barbie. So Peridot did fall again, but she's at 58.19% yes to no ratio. And then Barbie, the second of 2 characters debuting this week, and sadly she debuts in last place, but she had 108 total votes, 57 yays, 51 nays, so pretty split, but 52.77% yes to no ratio. I mean, it was what you expected. You were either a fan of Barbie and you wanted to see her playable, or it was they're not a fan of Barbie and they don't want to see her playable. It was pretty much that simple from the comments, but that is going to be it for this one. We'll be back again next week, and I guess until then, I'll see you when I'm looking at you.